What's up, guys? Welcome back. Part two of the 49ers break down their offense. And if you go back and watch the video previously from part one, we talked about wide zone. And now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how he has made little adjustments to the wide zone. We're going to talk about the small little things that he does, nuances to kind of change the look of the play, but for the most part, keeps the blocking scheme the exact same way. I think Shanahan does a really good job of really comprehending that when you do this, when you do these things, that you really need to focus on keeping it simple for the offensive line, but creating a different illusion for the defense, smoke and mirrors, if you will. So first thing we're going to look at, something he does that I think McVay did earlier in the year, was running toss instead of running wide zone. Because of what was happening as they were pinching everything in and trying to make it bounce. And with just simple wide zone path and simple wide zone blocking, it kind of caused some problems unless you had a true three-man combo going on right there. So what we've done is, what they did was they tried to create the illusion of, we're gonna try to do something totally different. We're gonna keep the blocking scheme almost the exact same. So let's take a look at this. So the first couple you're gonna see, this is toss. He does this against the 49ers, and really what it is it's just I formation twins with a nub to the backside. And what ends up happening is, off the jet motion, it just turns into I right, and he runs toss weak. Remember, Shanahan is a weak side zone guy. So take a look at how this works, which I find entertaining and find really interesting, because all they're going to do is they're just going to bang down on this kid because the tackle can't get the hook. So I think from what I've noticed is that what they do is, for the most part, is they try to keep everything the same. If this tackle can't get the hook, then he's going to get a bang from this guy who's playing on the line, okay? And then they're going to go ahead and make their adjustment from that. I just find it interesting how easy they make this for everybody. And again, all they're trying to do is pin that kid. If you notice the kid come up the field, trying to create penetration, trying to keep inside leverage. And so all they're doing is that tackle is now going to pull around. That tackle's not going to pull around the pin block, but everything else is blocked the exact same way as wide zone. Now in the back, he doesn't traditionally toss. He actually pitches it because he's trying to fake the jet motion. Remember what I told you about before? The jet motion is made to hold 1.5 guys. That's all he wants to do. And he's actually going to hold 2.5 here. He's going to hold 1, 2.5, which is okay. And that's really what you want, is you just want the backside flow to come pick anything up. So really what this is just to bump everything over, get better angles for these guys blocking, and it allows this backside not be worried about for the backside run through. So what he's going to do is he's going to run wide zone. If you take away the majority of, for the most part, we talk about wide zone, this tackle would have him, and then this guy right here would probably end up going and get that linebacker right there. That's how they'd run wide zone with the fullback lead blocking. So really all that's changed now is basically, and the tackle is going to go, and he's going to get around to the first thing he sees, which is supposed to be the first outside guy to the corner. Okay, the pin guy is going to get the defensive end, and the fullback is going to pick up the first backer in the box. Really, that's all it is. Everything else is the exact same. So if you look at the end zone, I'm going to show you the end zone copy of it so you can get a good feel for it. So here it is, real simple stuff. You can see the heavy shift by the even front from the linebacker shifting over here. And all you're going to see is he's not worried about this guy, or this guy. And with the jet motion, that guy's going to rotate high again. If you watch him right now, he's going to rotate and hold. He has to hold true now because he has two threats to this side on the right now. So here we go. So we're going to run wide zone. So what I want you to look at is right now, if I just eliminated this part right here, okay, and this part right here, and I'm running wide zone, nothing's going to change. I have simple combos and simple rules, okay? We're going to work combo here to here. We're going to work combo here to here, and he's going to get that guy. That's it. That's wide zone. So if you take a look at those 5 guys, you're going to see wide zone. That's all that is. That is 100% wide zone to the backside. So he doesn't change the blocking scheme for them. Now, if you look to the front side, now let's talk about the adjustment, how it changes, right? Let's talk about how he changes it. So now we're going to pin that guy in. We're going to pin the edge, okay? And we're going to take this guy around, and you're going to lead block on the first thing you see. Now, the fullback out of the backfield has the first backer combo. He's got him by himself. 82 is sniffing him out the whole way. The left tackle is looking to get to the safety. If the safety fills inside, the tackle can pick him up. Now let's talk about how the running back reads this. Running back reads this like true wide zone. He's going to read this guy. If that guy doesn't get pinned inside and he gets bangs outside, the running back is just going to get the ball. He's going to see the flow over the top, and he's going to get his foot in the ground. He's going to run wide zone. Nothing changes. It's the same read, same scheme for him. Now, as you notice, he gets pinned inside, so now he gets outside. Now all he's doing is he's reading the tackle's butt. That's all he's looking at. And there he goes. He gets vertical. So it's really a simple adjustment that he does a really good job of getting to the edge with the same exact blocking scheme and everything else that goes with it. So let's talk about them against the Seahawks a couple weeks ago. This is really what I find entertaining is different formation, same idea. Okay, so remember, he starts in this play, which is interesting. If you take a look, he's in I formation with a tight end wing to the side. So he's declared a strength. Shanahan is phenomenal at this, and a lot of NFL guys are. And I think Greg Roman does a great job in Baltimore. And what he's doing is he's making you declare your strength, and he's going to shift a guy over. Remember I told you, he's a wide zone weak guy. So now you know he's going to try to go weak here. So he's going to run toss to the weak side. So now we get a heavy shift, you get a quick motion, and there it is. Now, why do I love this play so much? Well, remember the rules we talked about before. The rule was if that defensive end cannot get hooked by that tackle, then we're going to pin and get around. Well, there's no reason to right now because now you have a true combo. This guy's playing a 7 technique. So now you got a true combo here to here, okay, which is really, truly what you want. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. The uncovered guys are now screaming to backers, okay? And now you're just going to get try to get a front side nipple play right here by the tackles, by the center's helmet. You're going to try to get that guy cut off right there. And all we're trying to do is outrun this thing. I find this interesting because now he's going to reverse pivot out because there's no jet motion, okay? But the reality of it is, guys, that is literally just wide zone, but quickly leaving to where it's got to be. Again, simple adjustment to a play that a lot of people don't really truly understand. So here it is. Declare strength. Now I got Clowney on the right side. I got all these monsters over here. Now I can run weak. Boom, there it is. So now, easy declaration. We talk about it right now. We're going to work the combo here, okay? We're going to work the combo here. This guy's going to scrape, okay? This guy's going to get him. He's going to scrape. He's going to get him. And there it goes. Notice that the backer's bumped over. It's easy adjustment because remember, they're not worried. First combo is called to that guy. Linebacker's got him. So your first combo. So you got first combo, second combo, third combo. There it is. 1, 2, 3. He does a phenomenal job of making this work. And I just really appreciate and value how much that he puts into these small intricacies of this offense. So here it is again. We're going to run toss again, which is, again, it's simple stuff for me. I believe this is toss. Okay, so now you've seen the toss. This is what some people call pin. What they're going to do is against an odd front, especially a bear front. Some of these guys will do this, and what they do is they just call it a pin. And they're going to pin that. They're going to pin the play side defensive end in, and they're going to wrap these two guys around. Same rule, same handoff. He's still aiming at the foot of the tight end, and now what's going to happen is that tight end is going to pin that 4-eye, and now you're going to get both these guys that are going to release outside. It's not pin and pull, really. It's just pin, and we're going to run wide zone. This isn't buck sweep. It's the same exact rules. The only difference is now the tight end's got that guy, and we work the combo. Now we're working the combo here to here. So again, go back to how it works. I'm going to show you from the end zone camera. It's so much easier to view from there. But again, odd front, it's a great play to see get play. And now a lot of bear front teams do a really good job when they'll squeeze this thing down, and Watt does a good job of it. So take a look how this works. So all he's going to do is he's going to pin this thing down, right? So rules apply for him. He knows for the most part, I'm not going to get outside of this guy. So his rule is I'm reading 1 to 2. So if this guy gets pinned or hooked, I'm going to stay off the C gap and then put my foot in the ground late. He gets pinned. I'm going to stay on that level right now until I get my 5th step in the ground. 3, 4, 5. Put my foot in the ground and cut right off that alignment. So let's talk about how this works. Backside, guys, wide zone. It's the center and guard working for the nose guard to the backside linebacker. It's the left tackle's job to cut the 4-eye off. And all we're going to do is now take this guy out of the play. And now my combo is this guy. My combo is this guy, and I'm going to cut that guy off. That's all this is. Simple adjustments to a wonderful play and a wonderful schematic. So remember we talk about how they flow so much. So this is something that he has done a few times, and I really like this. And I think that Paul Alexander talked about this on his Twitter account at one point in time, in the, probably the past few weeks, who does a great job. I'll plug him. I think Paul does a great job on Twitter. I think he's a really intelligent guy. There's a reason why he was an NFL coach for so long. But what this is he's basically running zone right here. And what he's doing is he's running his mid zone. And what he's trying to do is he's going to bluff that he's going to run it. And he has a design cutback. So really what he's trying to do is he gets himself in a trip squeeze. Okay. And remember, he likes running weak. So he's going to act like he's running mid zone to the strong side, but then he's going to bend this thing back. Now, how does it work? Okay, so I'm going to show it to you from the wide zone, so from the wide angle, and you can kind of look at how it plays. Okay? And really, the stuff that really, truly what you need to understand is they're trying to get on the backside edge. Watch the backside receiver come down. If this linebacker wasn't blitzing, he would pin him, and the fullback would come through and get the corner. Why is that important? Because that's how this play is designed. It's designed to pin everything in and then lead block, almost like if you were to run inside zone and read it with the quarterback, it's blocked the exact same way, but you're doing it with the running back, and you're influencing I'm going to influence how I run mid zone, and then I'm going to get myself backside and cut it back. Okay. He has run this play numerous times, and it's a wonderful adjustment to the zone concepts they run because of, again, the flow he creates being a zone predominant team. So take a look at this right now. So this is simple stuff, okay? All right, here it is. Simple combos. It's a four-man front. I mean, it is what it is. It's a simple combo. You got a solo. You got a solo. We're working a combo here to here. Okay, this guy right here is going to try to take this defensive end, and he is going to wash him down. That is 100% his goal here. They are trying to influence him. Notice that his shuffle step happens, and he zero steps and doesn't gain ground and puts his head backside when he had leverage inside. Well, there's a reason, because he's going to take that backside hand, jab him in the ribs, and he's going to drive him down the line. Watch the running back's footwork, which is really good. He's going to shuffle, cross over, and get back downhill. Notice the quarterback is going to open up. Watch how the quarterback opens. He opens like he's running wide zone, long straight arm handoff, comes back, counter hands, and then sits back up into a keeper position. The bluff play is wonderful because of this one reason right here. All the wide zone plays you've seen and mid zone plays you've seen, they're going to create flow. Watch the flow. I mean, flow, 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 flow. This guy's blitzing off the edge because he's going to be in charge of the quarterback if he boots out. And there's your play concept. A lot of people we call it bluff because we're bluffing it. Some people call it, I think they call it slice or something like that. But the reality of it is what this is basically variations of the same play that he runs with the same blocking schemes and makes him look different to the defense. But to the offense, it really doesn't change much. His offense is very wordy because he does have some West Coast tendencies, even though he's definitely not West Coast. And you can see that later when you come talk about passing concepts. But for the most part, it's genius, the things that he does, the small adjustments. And you'll know that he does all these plays. He runs them all week to week and varies them week to week. He doesn't change his scheme for defenses, which, a lot of NFLs you'll see running. They'll run different plays against different defenses, and they'll scheme some things up. For the most part, Shanahan, even his trick plays are pretty much all the same with a different smoke and mirror, with a different motion, with a different guy getting it. But even like his small little concepts are different. And so really what I want to show you is I want to show you guys the little intricacies. Man, I really appreciate you guys watching the video. I hope you enjoyed part 2, just kind of the intricacies and the adjustments he makes off of wide zone. Subscribe, guys. Please feel free. Hit the bell. Know that I'm hitting off notifications. I'm going to try to hammer out a bunch of these videos up until New Year's Eve. And then I'll be on the Glazier Clinic talking. And I'd love to see some of you guys out there at the Glaziers. Hit me up. Feel free to message me. My email's everywhere. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for everything. If I have any questions, holler at me. Keep on keeping on.